I want to start this video off with a big thank you to Peter, who jumped on a call with me this week and really made a great point. He said that my energy when I'm talking to him was very different from the videos, and he found that a little bit kind of strange, off-putting. You know what? He's absolutely right. My videos up to date have been very kind of even keeled and kind of a little bit slow. So you know what? This is me picking up the pace. Guys, my name is Richard Strother. I am the widower's wingman. I'm all about relationships. Most of my professional career has been about relationships, and I am like even off duty, I'm still about relationships. Um, like you, I lost. I took the time, I did the work, I healed, and I started dating again. I was upfront about being a widowed man. I was not necessarily looking for a widowed woman. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I wanted somebody who would appreciate me for me. Um, and I did. I found a magnificent partner, somebody who is absolutely incredible and wonderful, and whom I get to share so many wonderful aspects of my life together with. And now I'm here to help others do the same. So I'm here to support through you finding your ideal partner, or as ideal as the circumstances allow. But honestly, it can be more wonderful than you can even imagine right now, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. But let's jump in, because I have seen some absolutely horrid, horrid, abysmal dating advice. There is some really terribly toxic stuff out there about dating widowed men, and just stupid stuff like, that we'll never be ready for a relationship, that we're, always going to be hung up on what was, or that we will judge or compare our relationships with, you know, our lost loved one. And no, that, there's actually dating advice out there that says we have to get rid of everything that reminds of our late wife. We don't talk about them. We don't have any memorabilia, no photos, no. And the other one that bugs me is, that our grief somehow makes us less, that we are, diminished for our grief, or that, our grief is something to be dismissed or denied, or worse, used to manipulate us. And no, but I have some good news. All of this is easy fix. Just like bad press. Bad press is bad press because you don't stay ahead of it. If you make a mistake and you own up to it, or you get ahead of the bad press, there's nothing to flog you with. So here we go. I was upfront about my widowed status. For those who think it'll get you, that might be a hindrance, it's kind of a double-edged sword, but in a kind of a good way. You will get less responses. I guarantee you will get less responses. But the people who are not afraid to engage with somebody who is in that position is somebody who is more emotionally mature, who's got their head in the right space to be able to open up to who you are, who you've become, and the history that got you here. And that's huge. It's amazingly important. I'm not saying that, don't necessarily, I'm not saying anything against looking for a widowed lady or a widowed woman, but once again, it kind of goes down to, where's the relationship being centered around? If your common point of bonding is the similar trauma that you've, endured, or that you've suffered, if that's the core of the relationship and that's what kind of brings you together, that's not necessarily a great thing. You want somebody who is in a position in their own life to be able to listen and support and appreciate you for you, despite the baggage, because we all have baggage, not just with everybody has baggage. So there's no exceptions there. You got to find somebody who's emotionally mature enough to realize that, and who's willing to help with, with your baggage, just as you would be willing to help them with theirs. And, it seems awful to us, but, it doesn't usually seem so bad to the other person, but, it doesn't usually seem so bad to the other person because there's a new perspective there. But another way to get ahead of the kind of negative dating advice is to be very, very clear about where you are in your journey and that you are out to share the life you've created or rebuilt since then and the person you've become through all of this. And it's wildly important. We can't compare. Look, we can only compare ourselves with ourselves. We're certainly not going to compare anybody else, and nobody can compare you. Look, we are not the same person we were when we met our late wife, spouse, partner, fiance. We're not that same person. We're not even the same person we were when they passed. So how can you are a completely different person. So it's a whole new ballgame, right? And the joy of discovering a relationship together, because every relationship is different, not just the romantic ones, colleagues, friends, siblings, across the board. You have slightly different relationships with everybody. So, choose the person who's worthy of your time, who will respect you for who you've become through all of it and all the experiences that led there. As for the manipulation, check out the video. The house rules. This was last week's video, and it's amazing that those house rules cut through so much manipulation just in terms of say what you mean what you say, and no drama, no bullshit. I mean, if there's drama being created, there could be manipulation, but manipulation definitely creates drama. So it's a great way around that. So please do check that one out. Rock them, live them, enjoy them, or don't. But you know what? I don't know. It's worked well for me, and I'd like that to be something good for you. And I realized perhaps I've missed something. Perhaps there's one of these. Perhaps there's some of this terrible advice that I missed here. Please let me know. Feel free, drop it down in the comments. Head over to thewidowerswingman.com. Get on the monthly roundtable call or get on a call directly with me. I know it might seem like a daunting step, but I'd really love to meet you guys. I'd love to know what you think. And, everything leads to me. I really am a real person, and I do want to meet you guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. If you find this video useful or know somebody who would, please do share it. That's the way this info gets out there. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video if I don't meet you first.